I want y'all to notice that even though I'm black, I didn't dance. Yeah, man, I got a story behind that, man. How y'all doing tonight? Good, good. Y'all look lively. I'm glad to be up here. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the laughs. And can y'all hear me good? Yeah. We good? All right, cool. I didn't know if I needed to talk louder, yell a little bit. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I don't dance, man. I have Caucasian friends, and they asked like, why don't you dance? And I was like, hey, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now why I don't dance. My ancestors used to have to dance in order to get paid. And that's how they looked at me, just like that, right? And then my sister comes up behind me and was like, Jamal, stop lying, man. You know our grandma was a stripper. You know what? Yeah. Man, I'm celebrating something today. I want y'all to celebrate with me. No, it's not Juneteenth, that's obvious. But I just got full custody of my child. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it took 18 years, man, but you know what I mean? His mom was not giving that child support up, man. It just wasn't happening. Yeah, man, it was good though, man. I'm happy that I'm able to be a dad to an 18-year-old now, man, and he moved in and he eats up all my food. Am I the only one that has that problem? All right, cool. I just want to make sure we all on the same page because I'm about to talk bad about him. So he comes in here and I just realized there was a kid over here. Sir, how old are you? When I guess your age right, just wave your hand. How old are you? You want to say it? You scared? You nervous?
9.
You're 9?
Yeah.
All right, so some of these jokes I can't say because we have a 9-year-old in here. But when I do like this, just know that it's for us, adults. All right. So I have a son and he moved in and he likes to watch adult films on the big screen TV. And my wife decided, like, she asked me questions about it, like, hey, why are you watching this on the TV? And I'm like, no, I don't do that, like, no. And then I look at the category and I find out, you know, this isn't even a category that I like. And it's weird to me because, like I said, my son's 18, he just moved in, and the whole category is about stepmoms. Exactly, that's how I feel. And not only that, like my son is 17, he's 18 now, but he graduated high school and college at 17 years old, so he's really smart. But clearly dumb enough to not cover his tracks, you know? It's like, what's wrong with you, man? You can ace a test, but you can't save your butt. All right, but yeah, man, so now when I come home from work, like, you know what I'm saying, my wife is always asking my son, like, hey, do you like pies? And I'm like, since when did you start baking? You know what I mean? And then I asked my son, like, since when did you start eating pie? Again, that's the category. That's what I'm living with. That's what I'm dealing with now, sir. So I don't even think that was a joke. I just wanted to tell somebody. You know what I mean? So me and new wife, we got a young kid, man. I got a little 4-year-old that I'm happy to be raising. Anybody have grandkids, kids, 4 years old? Y'all know the pain. So sometimes when I want to get away from my lady, I'll just take my son to the park. Y'all, anybody else? Have y'all done that in your, you know, you're nodding really hard, you understand me. Yeah, I take my kid to the park. And you know, sometimes at the park, there's some single ladies there. And you know, sometimes you just want to, you know, look good for them, you know? Just be a good dad. Sometimes women like that, you know what I mean? They find that very attractive. So I'm being a good dad. My son's over here, he's sliding down the slide and he hurts himself. He's like, hey, Dad. He runs over to me. He's like, hey, Dad, I got a boo-boo. I hurt my knee. Can you kiss it? And you know you want to look like a good dad, so what do? You kiss it. I kissed it, and I sent him on his merry way. He gets on the swing next, and he's jumping. He's swinging and swinging, and he decides to jump off and do a tuck and roll. And he tucks and roll, and he hurts his elbow, so he runs back over to me. And I still want to look like a good guy. And he asks me, Dad, I hurt my elbow. Can you kiss it? And I look around to make sure everybody sees me being a good guy. and I kiss it. I send him on the way. He goes and finds something else. He finds a balance beam. Do I need to say the rest of this joke? All right, he doesn't get it, so we good. We good. Yeah. Y'all just got it. Some of y'all, I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit. Yeah, man. Look, recently though, I started a new business, man. I opened a daycare, a male-run daycare. I feel like, there's a lot of fathers that are lacking in a lot of youth lives, especially where I'm at. It's military town. Dads get deployed all the time. And I opened a male-run daycare. Hey, y'all not gonna clap for that? Dude, I gotta deal with these bad kids all day. I got a 9-year-old coming next week. Yeah, man, so I opened a daycare, man. That's something that I always wanted to do. It's been my lifelong dream. But I recently got in trouble. Not major, but not like any Diddy thing or anything. I see y'all all worried like, yo, where's the baby oil at? No. No, I got in trouble because I assumed that under the laws of education, it would counteract the child labor laws. I had them working on my farm. I thought it was a clever idea, like, yo, I'm gonna charge y'all for working for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty good business, right? Like, somebody in here, entrepreneurs, nobody? I almost had you, bro. I almost had you. Yeah, man. But yeah, that is what it is, man. And yeah, I realized that I'm probably not a good dad. I'm not a good entrepreneur, man. So I decided I was gonna spend the remainder of my time going to visit my grandmother, a retired stripper at a nursing home. Yeah, my grandmother, she's at a nursing home, so I go visit her now. I'm like, I'm just gonna be a good grandson. Like, that sounds pretty fair, right? Like, mother things ain't working, let's do it. So I go to see my grandmother, and while I'm there, man, a guy comes by and he drops off some red Jell-O, and she was like, I didn't know what that meant. But then another guy comes by and drops off some green Jell-O, and she hits me with one of these numbers. Grandson, I think it's time for you to go. I'm looking confused because I'm like, I just got here 5 minutes ago. I know the dementia ain't kicking yet. Like, come on, Grandma. Come to find out, man, it didn't register to me until later, but my grandmother was selling for green Jell-O. So I'm like, Grandma, this ain't gonna happen no more. I got something for that. I watched enough Bill Cosby when I was growing up, man. So the next time I went to her, I took some Benadryl with me. I crushed it up I said, listen, nobody is touching my grandmother tonight. Yeah, she was right to sleep, man. I had to get in the way of my grandmother, I can't say what I want to say, man. Is he on punishment? He don't have a tablet or something? I'm like, yo, give him the headphones, man. Anyways, man, since that didn't work, man, I went back to being a good dad, man. I got a kid. He's a little older, man. My 4-year-old, he wants to be Spider-Man. And, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to be a good dad. It's my job as a good dad to make sure that my son gets whatever he wants. And he can be all that he can be, right? Like most fathers, that's how we feel. Right, fathers, dads? Yeah, absolutely. So him wanting to be Spider-Man, I'm like, I'm going to make this happen. I love comic books. I know exactly how this happened. Spider-Man gets bit by a radioactive spider, and that's it. He becomes who he is. So I decide I'm going to go on Facebook Marketplace and find a spider. I found a spider. I didn't have any radioactive material, so I decided I was going to leave him next to the microwave. It was a good idea at the moment. Listen, it sounded right to me. It was like, yo, the microwave, ions, y'all get me? Y'all with me? Yeah, I thought it was going to be. So like after 3 weeks, I took the spider out and I said, hey son, look, this is it. You're about to be Spider-Man. And I took the spider and I let it bite him. And it bit him. And he started convulsing. Me, being me, I'm thinking like, yo, this serum is really working. not realizing that my son is allergic to spider bites. So then while I'm holding the spider, trying to make sure that my son, the transformation is full, the spider bit me. Now, there's one thing that I didn't take into account. That is, there are different types of spiders. I had to discover what a Brazilian banana spider was. Are y'all familiar with that? You know what it is? So you know what it's made from. Okay, for those of you who don't, this is how we got Viagra. So when CPS comes there, I've got to explain to them why me and my son I'm just saying. So while I was in jail that night, my cellmate, he tried to offer me some green jello. I didn't have any Benadryl, so I just calmly rejected it. But then he took the mattress off of his bed, and he started walking on the frame like a balance beam. I had to kindly let him know, like, man, it ain't gonna happen tonight, sir. Like, I'm not kissing nothing. Yeah. Man, look, thank y'all, man. That's been my time. I appreciate y'all. Real quick before I get off stage, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a lady. She touched my heart tonight, man. She came to me and she was like, listen, I can put this story out, right? She came in a little bit late because unfortunately that's what us black people do. But when she got here, she said, listen, if I don't get nothing to eat, I'm not laughing at none of your jokes. So I went in the back and made her a plate. So I just want to give a shout out to Miss Annetta, man. She shared her testimony with me, man. She came down here after going through chemo, and she told me, like, I couldn't even tell, man. Such a strong heart, and she blessed me tonight, and I just wanted to share that testimony with you guys. And if y'all can't, yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm gonna give her some more love when I get off the stage. But thank y'all all for the laughs, and thank y'all for the time. Y'all, welcome your host back up, Chris.